I think everybody can agree that Black River has some of the best fingerboard ramps in the entire industry.
I think everyone can agree that Black River has some of the best fingerboard ramps in the industry.
This guy actually thinks he is me, or maybe I am him. I'll talk about it in this video. But today we have a small little channel to look at, observe, study, I don't know, investigate. Part of content creation is ideas for videos, and it's not that uncommon to see other people just like steal an exact video idea. Good video ideas can be challenging to come up with, so that's why you see so many people just copy like other channels for video ideas, but that's kind of acceptable in a lot of ways. It's kind of hard to put a copyright on an idea from someone else that like anybody else could have thought of. Unless the video is so specific, it is very obvious that somebody else just copied that exact same idea. But even that's kind of acceptable if you just credit the person in the video. But this channel has taken it too far. Is this a historic Gripsion event that's happening right now? Am I beefing with somebody? This is a channel by the name of TheFingerDude. The name of the channel is one of the few original parts, at least it's not like the Gripsion or like the Sliptivity or something. Like it's actually original, except for it's super simple to come up with. From the outside looking at this channel, he just posts pretty common fingerboard content that you can find on most other fingerboard channels. When you click on one of his videos, it is actually wild. I'm gonna get to it in a minute, but you're gonna wanna see some of this. First off, he doesn't steal like the exact same video idea, which makes this whole thing a little bit stranger. This video was the first one that got recommended to me, and nothing really seemed wrong about it when I clicked on it, and even for the first few seconds, until something seemed just a little bit familiar.
Black River has this fingerboard ramp and it looks pretty sick and simple. I think everyone can agree that Black River has some of the best fingerboard ramps in the industry.
Black River just came out with a new fingerboard ramp and it looks pretty sick. I think everybody can agree that Black River has some of the best fingerboard ramps in the entire industry. That is right, he copied my intro basically word for word, which I guess for an intro, it's definitely frowned upon, but I see it happen here and there. A lot more time gets put into intros than most other parts of the video because the intro kind of holds you together for like the whole video because you need to get some sort of hook in there and it's kind of hard to explain, but you know what I'm getting at. So copying my intro would definitely help other people because I've thought about it harder than they probably did, and then they can just copy exactly what I did. So after seeing him copy the intro word for word, I then just expected the intro is going to be the same as mine. The rest of the video is probably original content. I could not have been more wrong. As the beginning of his video starts, I also noticed something else. He is saying my exact words, but the same music starts playing from my exact video. And in this part of the video, he copies the exact sound effect I used in my video and a very similar graphic that was used.
But with the high quality products also comes a high quality cost.
But with a high quality ramp also comes a high quality cost. At this point, it is clear there is some heavy inspiration for his video that was pretty much copying mine. And my video was posted 5 months before his. As I continue watching his video, 95% of what he says matches exactly what I say.
This Black River ramp looks pretty sick, but I also don't want to spend a lot of money.
The new Black River ramp looks pretty sick, but I also don't want to spend a lot of money. And at this point, I have his video pulled up, I have mine pulled up. I'm basically just going off a checklist at this point.
But the more I realize, you don't actually even need Black River.
But the more I realize, you actually don't even need Black River. I'm letting his video play for a couple seconds. I'm letting mine play. Both match correctly.
This is cardboard. Why do I need to explain what cardboard is?
This is cardboard. Why do I need to explain what cardboard is?
You guys know what the plan is. I'm gonna take cardboard and I'm gonna turn it into a fingerboard ramp. That's literally in the title and the thumbnail, and you guys already know that.
You guys know what the plan is. I am gonna take cardboard and turn it into Black River ramp. That's pretty much in the title and thumbnail, and you guys already know that. He kind of just repeats everything I say, which is kind of funny. Like, I'm basically Simon Says. Simon also says, you should probably like this video. You kind of have to now. So everything he says matches my video, but the level of detail is about to get crazy.
The first thing I want to do is cut out the side profile of the ramp out of cardboard.
The first thing I want to do is cut out this side profile out of cardboard.
So first, I'm just gonna sketch out that side profile thingy, and then we can start cutting it out.
First, I'm just gonna sketch pretty much the basic layout of that side profile piece, and then we can start cutting it out.
I've got the first cutout made and I'm pretty happy with this shape. I'm gonna cut out one more of these and then we can start putting it all together.
I got the first cutout made and I'm pretty happy with the shape. I'm gonna cut out probably 1 or 2 more of these and then we can start putting them all together.
I'm gonna trace the cutout that I already made just so I get the exact same shape.
I'm gonna trace the cutout that I already made just so it's exactly the same. At this point, I've also kind of noticed some of his camera angles are very similar to mine, but not quite matching like the same. At the minute 35 mark in his video, there's a B-roll clip that who would have guessed it matches mine. But look at the camera zoom in at the end on his, and now look at mine. At this point, I'm just confused. Does it matter if you zoom the lens or not for that specific clip? Is that why my video went big? Who knows? Maybe it is. The following clips of his video basically matches mine perfectly as well.
This is gonna be so sick once it's put together.
This is gonna be so sick once it's put together.
Looking at this and then looking at the picture, I pretty much got the exact same shape.
Looking at pictures and looking at this, I pretty much got the exact same shape. And I also want to say, like, I am not really the best at scripting videos or even really just knowing what to say for certain parts. Like that clip that I literally just said took like 3 minutes of saying something similar until it kind of came out in the right way that I like the sound of. Maybe I'm just like a perfectionist and that's why it takes so long, but yeah. I'm not the best at scripting videos. But like ChatGPT would 100% make a way better script than just copying every single thing I say. So I don't know really why you'd want to copy my videos. This kid actually isn't just copying exactly what I say word for word, or the music, or the sound effects, or the graphics, but the entire editing style as well. Pay attention to this part of his video at 1:52 and then look at mine.
Next, I need to cut out a ton of braces that are gonna go in between the rhyme.
The next thing I need to do is cut out a ton of different braces that are gonna go in between. This guy just doesn't miss. I also find it amazing that we are halfway through his video and he's still copying everything I'm saying word for word.
All the cardboard pieces are cut out and I also cut them to size.
All the cardboard pieces are cut out and I also cut them to size.
Pretty much all that we need to do is glue these things onto the side panels.
So pretty much all we need to do is glue all of these onto the side panel.
The frame of the obstacle is now complete. The only problem is though, you can't really fingerboard with it.
The frame of this feature is now complete. The only problem is you can't really fingerboard with it.
What I'm gonna do now is take some thin cardboard and layer the entire thing.
What I'm gonna do now is take some of this thin cardboard and layer the entire thing.
I already took one of these pieces and made a bunch of creases in it just so it bends perfectly with the ramp.
I already took one of these pieces and made a bunch of creases in it, so it has a little bit of flex to it.
The cardboard is now over the entire ramp, but you might notice that it's a little bit rough.
The cardboard is now over the entire ramp and you might notice it's a little bit rough.
So obviously that means that it's not gonna feel that great when you're fingerboarding. So I'm just gonna layer the top of the ramp in cereal box cardboard and that should make it a lot smoother.
Obviously this doesn't feel that good to fingerboard on, so we're gonna take some cereal box cardboard and layer the entire thing. And at 4:02 in his video, something insane happens.
At the top of the ramp there's this coping and I don't have circular coping, so I'm gonna be using this.
Also, if you look at the Black River ramp, you can see it has metal coping, but it has all these lines cut in it. I took some brake line and a Dremel tool and made pretty much that exact same look. No way! He went off script! He messed up the entire duplicated video. All because he doesn't have round metal for coping.
It's like a square piece of metal and it should work the same way.
Also note, like, he's not making the exact same obstacle as I am, but in that exact same part of my video is when I start talking about coping for the entire build. Him going off script in this part is like the most surprising thing in the entire video for me. And another point at 4:15 in his video, he uses different music.
There you go.
How original. I'm guessing the only reason he didn't use my exact music is probably just because he couldn't find the exact music that I used. I tried to Shazam my part of the video and nothing showed up, so it is pretty hard to find like specific music. And this is probably the funniest part of the entire video.
It is done.
Exact same thing all the way across the ramp and then we'll pretty much be done. It is done. It is done. Why did he do the face zoom and everything? Like, why is it copied to that level? This entire process of copying a video also probably takes way longer than just making like original content. If I'm getting a B-roll of something and I quickly zoom in just to be like creative, it's a lot easier just for me to like come up with something on my own instead of copying another video and trying to match it exactly. Now I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you think the simplest thing to come up with on your own for a YouTube video is? The answer is telling people to subscribe. Technically, what I just said was an original way of telling people to subscribe. You should probably subscribe.
If this is the first video you're watching of mine, you're definitely gonna want to subscribe.
If this is the first video you've ever seen of mine, you should probably subscribe.
Thank you to every single person who watched till the end, and I will see you all next time.
Thank you to every single person watching this video, and I will see you guys all next time. Are you kidding me? This guy copied exactly what I said to tell people to subscribe to his own channel. Was it that difficult to find a new way of saying that? That was the end of this specific video, but there's a few more things about his channel that I want to talk about. At the beginning of this video, he actually gives me credit for the idea, which I actually respect. Like, that's fair. He did take my thumbnail and kind of did some poor Photoshop over it just to make it his thumbnail, I guess. To be fair though, I found a picture of Mr. Beast, edited it myself, so it's like kind of half my thumbnail, half just a picture of Mr. Beast, but I still did a lot of Photoshop to get the hand like holding the fingerboard correctly.
Some of you guys may have heard of the small YouTuber, Mr. Beast.
Some of you guys may have heard of the small YouTuber, Mr. Beast.
I mean, Mr. Beast only has around 206 subscribers. All jokes aside,
Mr. Beast only has like 138 subscribers. There's like a little M beside that 138, but I'm pretty sure that's just like a glitch. All jokes aside though,
Mr. Beast actually has his own chocolate brand called Feastables. And in this video, I want to put a Feastables wrapper on a fingerboard.
Mr. Beast actually has his very own chocolate bar brand called Feastables, and I actually bought some. There's Mr. Beast chocolate bars in this box. If you credit somebody at the beginning of your video for the video idea, I don't really think that counts for like crediting what you're saying word for word as well. If I were to give this channel any advice, I would honestly just say make content that you're proud about, but keep it true to yourself and don't try and force a personality that doesn't really come natural. I'm also not mad about this video. I just thought I'd make this video because it is kind of funny that somebody's copying like exactly what I'm saying. Now I also do want to say, don't go and hate on his channel. I respect content creation. It takes a lot of time to make videos. I would hate for someone else's work to get destroyed because of what I do. So don't hate on his channel. Go support it actually. I don't really care. I think if this channel actually made original content, it would go a lot bigger than what he's doing right now because his content is actually not terrible. I will actually put a link in the description to his channel. I'm shouting this channel out. Thanks for watching this video and I'll see you in my next one.